Hello and welcome to
Mead in the USA.
I am the Heathen Chips, and this is my associate, Mr. Gray. This week's honey will come to us from Missouri.
Today we have MESSNER's raw honey from the bee farm.
It's nice, dark-ish. And a little bit more of a...
This one has like a silky, and it stays on the tongue. This one has a very strong, like a sticky, like a staying power that stays in your mouth rather than just
staying power that stays in your mouth. But yeah, it's got that silkiness to it that kind of lingers.
But it's like like I said, it's like a stickiness that coats your mouth and just stays there a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like staying power stays in your mouth.
I love that. That's great. That's totally going in.
It just doesn't dissolve away as far as other honeys have, like as quickly. This one sticks around and like it holds its shape very well.
It lingers.
And that surprises me from looking at it. It doesn't look as thick as others, which you would expect to have that thickness or staying power.
And it kind of has a candying flavor to it, but again, not overly like sweetened.
Overall, I have high hopes.
Yeah, it should be good. All right.
So we talked a little bit on the last video that the times of harvesting would generally be good, and we were talking generally around fall time. And if you were going to be aiming for a honey that wasn't your traditional wildflower where they might bloom during fall, would that change the time you would be aiming for the most flavorful honey if something was more of a springtime harvest?
Okay, so you're like the difference between like a blueberry or a blossom or an orange blossom or something like that. That's a little bit more of an experience kind of question, as far as I can tell. I mean, it's already hard enough, I think, at that rate to tell the difference because of those additives, those extra accents that are already in the honey. So color-wise, it'd be very hard for me to tell the difference between them. So that'll be a question we'll have to hunt down somebody and get an answer for.
Well, I would guess it would also be hard to tell because I highly doubt most honey places are telling you when they're harvesting their honey is they're just probably getting it in large batches.
That's true. There are very few places I've found online that will actually specify whether this was a fall honey or a spring honey. A lot of them will just put up, raw wildflower or something like that, and that's pretty much it. That's the best description you get.
So while there may be a difference, unless you're raising your bees yourself, you're probably not going to know.
All right, we're back with the Missouri flavor.
Here we go. Ooh, yeah, that's a rough one.
That one's sour.
Definitely, I do pick up those sour notes really strong in that one. I'm not picking up any sweetness left in there.
Yeah, with the pound on it.
I'm not picking up any sweetness in there after adding.
Yeah.
Which is meant to mellow the bitterness of the other flavors.
Yeah, very stringent, sour, bitter. Kind of makes you worried about what it would have been without that honey, with that pound of honey. All right, well, Missouri swing and a miss.